Hello, welcome back to Inaudible, the podcast that's impossible to listen to. Isn't that right, my friend and co-host Ozzy?
And only run by two people.
Oh dear.
Impossible to listen to, and for some, impossible to even be here.
Yeah. Welcome back to Inaudible, the podcast that's impossible to attend. My audio seems too loud. What's going on there? Oh, I've knocked the knob at some point. Beg your pardon if it came through a bit loud. There we are.
Oh,
That's
you're
a bit
knocking
better.
a bit. Oh,
There we go.
some people enjoy that.
Ooh. Depends how you knock it, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. Don't knock it till you've tried it.
Way! Classic. Oh, dear.
So, do we have any Bicky Wikis?
Yeah, I've actually got a load of biscuits this week.
Oh, okay.
Some of
Maybe
it's about
someone has, because I never do.
yeah. Some of it's about some new information. Well, not like proper information, just like moves and stuff, abilities that Pokemon have for the new Pokemon games. But I'll skip over that this week.
I'm not fussed about abilities or moves or anything, really.
I can't really remember anything about them.
Well, no, I'm not fussed for spoilers, or I'm not fussed what they are either, so...
Right.
The Pokemon that interest me.
Yeah, there was interesting ones like there's an item that lowers the holder's speed by one stage when Trick Room comes into effect, which is an interesting one. It makes them slower, so it makes them faster because it's Trick Room.
The only problem is, though, with the items in Pokemon are now starting to become as ridiculous as some of the cards in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
Where this one item will only work for this one move under this one ability, under this one very small circumstance.
Yeah, well, no, Trick Room's always been popular and competitive because a lot of the bulky Pokemon are slow, and that's puts them at a disadvantage.
Okay.
So it's a common theme. It's been a common theme since like 2012 to have Trick Room teams, basically, of slow, bulky Pokemon that become fastest when you turn on the Trick Room.
Okay. See, I don't know how to competitive.
Yeah. And then there's another Pokemon that has a ability that causes all stat lowering effects. So that's things like the ability Intimidate and moves like Shadow Ball that can lower your special defense and things like that. It basically reflects all of them back onto the Pokemon that attacked it, which is a pretty broken ability, to be honest.
Broken, yeah, but that seems more like a sort of ability that could be used in multiple situations, which I'm fine with, rather than this one ability that only works in this one very circumstantial situation.
Yeah. So if the Pokemon that has it is any good, it's going to be in every team, basically, competitive-wise.
Okay.
It's one of them again.
One of them.
One of them.
One of them.
Yeah, talking about how like the moves are getting stupid, I thought you were going to talk about power creep. Because that's what they have in the TCG, isn't it? Where they've just announced this new TCG expansion. I saw the trailer pop up on YouTube a couple of days ago. And they showed a bit of one of the cards, and this Pokemon's got like 330 HP. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I lost track with the TCG much longer before.
Yeah. Do you remember when 120 was a lot?
Wasn't that like one of the highest you get was like only 150 or like maybe 200 at the maximum?
I'm sure didn't Chansey have 100 and something, and that was like the biggest HP.
He's on the
Googles. Chansey TCG, right? The first Chansey in the base set had 120 HP,
which was a bloody lot back then.
Yeah, and.
Back in my day when HP was worth a lot less.
They haven't made any Chanseys for many, many years.
Ooh.
So they all have
maybe they've come into like some kind of copyright dispute or something. Like how there's like, isn't that like, apart from in the main games, there hasn't been...
Oh, it'd be Blissey probably, wouldn't it?
Kadabra or Alakazam.
Oh, yeah.
In like... trading cards or anything because Uri Geller tried suing him or something.
Fucking Uri Geller.
Yeah. He is the Spoon Man, isn't he?
Yeah. The Spoon Man.
The Spoon Man. Spoon!
Well, the last Blissey I can see was from... Oh, when the fuck was this?
Oh.
I don't even know when this was.
Oh.
Unseen Forces, whatever expansion that was. 2005. And that had 160 HP. I wonder who's... It's like Tweedledum and Tweedledee are like, we own the rights to egg-based characters. The estate of Lewis Carroll. Not Tweedledum and Tweedledee. They're like fat. That's why I thought they were eggs. I was thinking of Humpty Dumpty.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The estate of Humpty Dumpty. Aloysius Humperdinck Dumpton. So, biscuit number 2 was that I just wanted to let everyone know on the lines and over the lines that 2017 Game of the Year A Hat in Time is coming to Nintendo Switch. So I'd very much recommend that everyone go and buy that because it's an amazing game.
One day, maybe, when it's cheap.
You can never pay too much for quality, Ozzy.
Wow. You say that.
A Hat in Time is like my version of one of these Star Wars games with 50 colons in the title. I've got to tell people how good it is. Biscuit number 3, are you ready? Are you full yet?
Well, if I wasn't full up on that Hat in Time news, then...
Well, if you're not excited about Hat of Time, I don't know what I can fucking say. They're making a Matrix 4.
Oh, yeah, I did hear that.
Yeah. It's directed by one of the Wachowskis, the one that hasn't disappeared.
The one who hasn't gone into the Matrix by this point.
Yeah. Hey, maybe they're both she. Maybe she is like scouting out stories and locations and things like that. She'll like randomly return, and they'll have in the Oscars or something. Like a big storm will appear on stage and flash of lightning. There she is. I have returned.
Cool out of the TV, is it like Grudge style?
Like the Ring.
The Ring. I can't say I'm really excited about that.
No, it'll
probably come and go.
I liked the film The Matrix. As many people did.
They just got a little bit more ridiculous each time.
Yeah,
didn't they?
exactly.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, so have the directorial products of the Wachowskis as well. They definitely peaked with The Matrix.
Oh dear.
So it is a bit worrying, but it'd be interesting.
Trying to relive the glory days.
Yeah, it'd definitely be interesting though to see what they do with it, because the story kind of finished.
Yeah, unless it's like a prequel.
Oh, I think they did specifically say it was a sequel.
Okay.
My guess is that
unless it's like it's happening at the same time as.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
Like, whilst number 3's happening, this is going off on this other human colony somewhere.
That would be interesting. Oh yeah, maybe there's like more colonies with humans on, not just Earth. That's a good shout.
Maybe maybe at the end of number 3, they go off and they pull a Mickey and the gay guy from, going off to liberate all the other human cities from the Matrix.
Do you reckon there's a human farm in Paris? Yeah, no, my guess was that maybe there's there'll be some human somewhere who start to say, well, hang on, we may have been batteries in the day, but at least we had a nice life in a world that wasn't completely destroyed. Let's go back to that.
Maybe life was better in the...
Okay. I just realised I've still got the splitter plugged in from when you were down there last.
Oh my. No point unplugging it, it'll be down again. Oh, well, we didn't confirm that, did we? No,
we didn't. I can't do tomorrow, but if you do need to record something, I am free the rest of the weekend.
Well, I'd be up for doing something, so like Sunday then.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I've edited the first 2 Boys, 1 Bandicoot, so that'll be...
Excellent.
Out soonish. I've got to export it and stuff. I literally finished editing it like 20 minutes ago.
All right, cool. Where can we see that, Ozzy?
Somewhere. On your TS reactions.
Oh, that's Ozzy's channel, by the way.
On the tubal boobs.
Search for TS reactions.
Just TS reactions.
And ye shall find him.
If you're listening to this on the tubal boobs, you can just go into the Invisible Tower YouTube page, and then my link is on the side there.
That's true. He's under the associate bracket S close bracket section.
Just the one associate.
Associates. It's with S. It's one or more associates.
Is the associate that's never doing anything on there as well?
Yes.
Okay.
My two associates.
Associate.
Turn and face this something. Did you know, Ozzy, that
Did I know?
SpiderMan and Sony and Disney have had a falling out?
I did hear. I don't know the details. What did they have a falling out over? Do you know?
Over the rights and royalties to the character of Spider-Man.
Okay, not a big surprise. I thought they'd settled this shit.
Yeah, well, they've unsettled it again.
Oh.
So what that means is, for the foreseeable future, Spider-Man is out of the MCU again.
Oh, blimey. Okay.
Which is interesting considering that the last MCU film seemed very much to be setting Spider-Man up as one of the main characters.
Oh, yeah. That's the point. How's, like, Avengers, The Next Generation gonna go now without...
Wow.
Spider-Man.
Someone's gonna, like, have, like, a big ceremony under the prison where they have some blood ritual with Tony Stark's ring, and they bring him back to life like the Master.
Which one? It's not... No, it's not Sony that has Deadpool. It's 20th Century Fox, isn't it?
I don't know.
Because I think 20th Century Fox has X-Men. Or do...
Oh. I have no idea. I thought X-Men was a Marvel thing.
Whoever has X-Men has Deadpool.
Okay.
Film
rights to Deadpool.
20th Century Fox. Okay. So maybe they'll try and cut a deal with 20th Century Fox and Disney to try and get, like, some of the X-Men and Deadpool
extra
into
men.
the actual MCU.
This article is about the 2016 film. For the unrelated 1988 film, see The Deadpool. Starring Clint Eastwood.
Hang on, there's a... From March 2019...
That's now.
Oh, there's an article saying Marvel just got back together with the X-Men, but it's complicated.
Oh.
So I'm guessing I don't want to read all this, to be honest. I'm guessing there's some kind of deal between them, but like Sony, it's complicated.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it says here in this article they've failed to reach new terms for the franchise acceptable to both parties.
What I could see it probably being is that Disney were trying to get more of a grasp on it.
Here we are.
So Sony have probably turned around and said, no, we got the rights to this.
To quote Jennifer Ouellette from Ars Technica, under the current arrangement, Disney holds the merchandising rights and gets 5% of first dollar gross, which is how much a film makes at the box office on its first day of release. Sony holds the distribution and screen rights to Spider-Man solo films. Disney was pushing for a 50-50 co-financing agreement going forward, which Sony turned down flat.
Okay, yeah.
Nobody backed down.
So literally Disney wanted more of a cut on it.
Yeah.
See, Disney's trying to own the world.
Yeah. How I can't remember whether I've mentioned it like in these areas before, about in the book Cloud Atlas, which is actually turned into a film by the Wachowskis. There's a section of the story that's set like in the far future, and you know how people refer to things by their brand when they're popular, like Hoovers, and in America they have say like Kleenex and Xerox and things like that. In this far future, everyone talks about watching a Disney. And it's like we're honestly getting closer to that.
Watching a film, yeah. Oh shit.
So there we are. Bye Spider-Man. For now, for the moment, we'll give it
for the foreseeable future.
I wonder how they're going to figure that out in the MCU. What they're going to say happened, or are they just going to? No, they can't recast him because they don't have a character.
They don't. They just need to find a superhero similar to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Sort of like young, has the teenage angst, but is also a superhero by...
But what are they going to say happens to Spider-Man? They're going to have to kill him off, I guess, aren't they?
Or they could just, like, spoilers for Avengers, but...
I think I know what you're going to say. Go on.
Oh, well, yeah, they could just say he went off all depressed after Tony Stark got killed.
I thought you were going to say he went to the same place that Captain Marvel did.
Or that, yeah. He's off on another mission somewhere.
Yeah, he's just like, do you remember the episode?
He's gone out for milk.
Yeah. I was going to say, do you remember the episode of Fairly Odd Parents where the Crimson Chin discovers his own, that he's just a character and he stays rocking the fetal position for 20 pages? Like, oh, Mr. Stark's dead. Fetal position.
Pretty much that, yeah.
So Spider-Man's out of the MCU until in 10 years' time when they come up with another agreement, and then there'll be another Spider-Man reboot.
Yeah. Well, they'd have to by that point. Tom Holland would have grown up.
Yeah. Unless they bring him back as the same Spider-Man, but over his depression.
Yeah, over his depression. He's got through college.
Comes back with like a beer, like Thor, with a beer gut. The only other two more things on the biscuit department, which were number one, or whatever number we're on.
Number Z.
So I don't know how much you know this guy, but I'm a big fan of the Scottish comedian Lemmy.
I've heard the name.
He did a sketch show that ran for 3 series, and he did a what he called a homemade show where he wrote, directed, filmed, and edited everything, and it was just him like chatting about shit and doing funny little sketches in his home and walking around Glasgow and things like that. And he did that as a pilot on BBC Scotland a couple of years ago, and he's just been given a 3-episode series of that, which I'm pretty chuffed about on BBC Scotland, because I very much like Lemmy. It's good to see him back on his feet and off the drink.
Good gimme for Lemmy.
Yes. And the other thing was I saw a bit of news that YouTube has like its flagging system where you can flag inappropriate content, and sometimes things get automatically picked up by that algorithm and things like that.
Yeah.
What's happened recently is that a lot of YouTubers who upload videos of robot battles have had all their videos taken away and their channels given strikes because they've been uploading videos of animal fighting. And it's literally just robots.
It's literally just robot war amateurs.
Yeah.
But see?
And they've been posting pictures of like the messages they got from YouTube and stuff, which is like this automated message comes out which says, your video has been flagged as inappropriate, and upon review we have determined that this is the case. The reason is this: animal fighting is not allowed. So
it's obvious that no one has manually reviewed it.
Yeah. And this is something that's become a bit of a question mark recently over things like YouTube, Google, and websites in general, is that how much of this support is actually done by algorithms, because they never say, they never give answers, which is really shady. You can
some of it.
Yeah, because they're never going to review everything have everything reviewed by person, are they?
No.
But then they also obviously don't want to come out and say, oh yeah, we're using a machine to do it, but it doesn't work. So they just never answer it.
They're given a list of like 50 questions and they only answer 40 of them and just ignore the other 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like a politician.
But, I didn't hear that question. It's fine.
So yeah, it's either an imperfect system, or it's whatever AI they've built has achieved sentience.
Yeah. Skynet.
Yes. The whole net of sky.
That net in the sky.
A net full of sky.
Clouds?
Oh yeah. No, I mean the ozone layer.
Oh, the ozone layer. Oh, the zone layer.
The sun is a deadly laser. That's a great video. I'd recommend. The History of the Entire World, I guess, by Bill Wirtz.
Oh, I've seen like thumbnails for people reacting to it. I've just never watched it.
It's interesting.
It's interesting. How long is it?
19 minutes. I don't suggest watching it right now.
I'm not going to watch it now.
Fuck,
no.
71 million views.
Oh.
Didn't realise it was that popular.
Goodly.
Well, that's all the biscuits I have regurgitated from my stomach like the mother bird of the podcast I am.
I don't have biscuits. I'm like the lazy child that doesn't go out and find stuff, and I just sort of wait for everyone else to bring the food back to me.
I expect my children to go out and find valuables and steal them from the wealthy gentlefolk of good old London town.
we magpies.
Yeah.
Crow magpie.
You haven't bought anything for me today. No lunch for you. And no supper neither. Go to bed. Read your book. I still care about my kids. I haven't had any updates either from the YouTube copyright claim department, where you remember I got some I took some videos down from some. I did have another one come through a couple of weeks ago that I removed as well, which was pretty neat.
Oh, someone else has been copying videos.
Yeah, actually, I know. I think I mentioned this. I did mention this one on the podcast.
Okay.
Because they'd re-uploaded my video at a shit resolution. And they'd copied someone else's description as well of like an unrelated video.
Oh.
It was really bizarre.
So it was like the description was like, me and George have a fun day out, and then it was an EU4 video.
No, it was a time lapse of a Mongolia campaign I'd played, and they'd copied the description of someone else's time lapse of a Mongolia campaign.
Oh, and then just put your video.
Yeah. But it was just fucking stupid because in the description they had song credits and it was all like music from the game, but it was saying no, it was this track and that track, and it just wasn't the tracks I'd used. So what's wrong with you? At least make it look feasible.
So that's even weirder though, because it's not like someone's just taken your video and copied it. They've gone through the effort to edit it in some way, export it again as a lower quality.
Yeah. I wonder whether it was
and then upload it with different descriptions and titles and stuff.
I do wonder whether it was a computer program doing it. Someone's just set up a thing. Okay. Maybe they wanted to gain subscribers. They thought, I'll just scrape a load of, information from YouTube of videos that I think people would want to watch, and up they go. Because it is one of my most popular videos. It was
a boot. A row boot.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
A boot. I was just thinking of a shoe. I thought there was an old woman living in it.
Had nothing to do.
Yeah. And when she got there, the cupboard was bare, so they ate the dog. That's how it goes, isn't it?
Yeah. Because... Oh, no, I'm not going to make that joke.
What are you going to say? She's Korean?
Pretty much.
Okay.
It's kind of like... And it turns out that little old lady was actually...
I went there.
You went there, so I didn't have to.
Yeah. That's Kristian Price.
Ding, ding. Ding-a-ling.
My bell has moved like 4 inches to the left from where I expected it to be. So I reached out, stopped, and went, hang on, where is it? Oh, there it is.
Took you a second to re-aim.
Yeah.
Well...
So yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Then, everyone. Bye.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll just do a quick plug of the channels. We've mentioned yours briefly. It's TS Reactions.
TS Reactions.
He does reactions and occasionally games. And you'll see my face on there from time to time as well.
From Tim to Tim.
Yes. Just straddled between two Tims.
Every time... Every time a Tim watches my video, a new one of review will appear.
Yeah. And then obviously I'm Invisible Tower, if you don't know already.
He is Invisible Tower. He has an invisible tower.
No, darling, it's invisible, I promise. To steal the joke from regular features after they read out my Patreon thing.
Oh.
Yeah, and I've been taking a bit of a break from EU4 to edit down some of these videos I've saved. They're from like July last year. All things
you
like
have been, or you are going to.
I have been. So there's been no EU4 for a while.
Have been willing to be.
Yeah, will and haven't to. But there's been a few sort of like little highlight videos of Stardew Valley, of things like Hyrule Warriors that we did before.
Yes.
Things like
Stuff that we did for my channel, but I got too lazy to actually turn into anything.
Yeah, so I've just like scraped out the very best of the best of the best, sir.
Sire.
And I'm looking through my Portal stuff. I played through Portal on my stream a year ago. I'm just doing that at the moment.
Huh.
So you can look forward to that. And then we got Solitaire, Hat in Time, Shitty Skylines, LGBT, lots of Minecraft.
What was LGBT?
Let's go Pikachu and TV.
Oh yeah.
It's either LGBT or Pokemon Low Density Polyethylene. I can never make up my mind which I prefer.
Just Pokemon for beginners.
Yeah, filthy casual Pokemon.
Filthy casual.
Oh, dear.
Pokemon piss off Pikachu and piss off Eevee.
Wow. And on that bombshell, it's time to end. Goodbye, children everywhere. Good night. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Unless you like that kind of thing.
Obviously, these are children we're talking about.